Hey guys, what's going on? It's another video for today. Me, myself, I publicly declare masturbation a carcinogen. You ask me, why? Why would you label that as a carcinogen? Masturbation is natural, masturbation is healthy, masturbation is normal. Masturbation, you need to masturbate because it's good for reducing stress. Otherwise you just get stressed out, become unhealthy. Same people say the same thing about smoking, you know. Oh, why do you smoke? Oh yeah, I smoke because I get stressed out and it relieves my stress. That's a weird one. I always say to those people, so before you smoked and you were stressed, what did you do? How did you relieve the stress? Also, when you smoke, after going a period without the cigarette, you become stressed. How would you satiate the stress? Have another one. That's just like a vicious cycle of unhealthy living, man. It's just bad. Now you gotta ask yourself, is masturbating healthier than semen retention or no fap? Is it healthier? Do you feel healthier when masturbating? Or do you feel healthier when you abstain for a period of time from masturbating? And that surely gives you your answer. And that gives me my answer. Because if you can go back to when you were a kid or a young teenager or whatever, when you first started, dabbling in masturbation, how did you start? That's the question. Obviously urges were there, you fiddling, and then bam, you remember the first time when we orgasmed, right? And since then you thought, I need more of that. Gee, what was that? And then the years go by, you're told it's healthy, you're told it's this, you're told it's natural, blah blah blah. Then you discover the pornos, you get on there, and it just becomes your drug, and you don't think twice about it. And in life, you have issues and things like that, and you would never correlate that to porn and masturbation and things like that. You've been told it's healthy, it's fine, it's good for you, so you just think nothing of it. You just keep doing it day in, day out, until you eventually, I don't know, some people just realise that this ain't right. And then obviously now with the internet and things like that, you can go online and within seconds you can find loads of information about no fap and semen retention and all of that. As I always say, take things with a pinch of salt, like things you see online. People recommend the maddest of things and you think, I can't picture myself doing that. Take things with a pinch of salt. You know what's good for you and what's bad for you. So, yeah, I do believe it is a carcinogen. You're essentially just forcing yourself to ejaculate so you can get a buzz, so you can reward yourself. It just hits the same spots in your mind as when you take drugs, except this is unlimited. Surely drugs are not healthy for you, physically or mentally. So I'm walking around. This is what I'm like when I'm on the phone as well. I just can't sit still. I just walk around, gets the brain flowing. But I've got loads of cats over there running around everywhere. All my kittens. Behave yourselves. Yeah, guys. So right now you're probably getting some urges and you're thinking, oh my god, this is crazy, I'm battling so hard, oh no, I'm gonna give in, oh I nearly clicked on Pornhub, oh shit. Come on, man, just sit there and put things into perspective. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? Come on. Obviously we've all been there, I've been through them stages. Like, social media, that's another one you just need to get rid of, that's just bullshit. Like, you can go on Instagram within seconds, you got a female on there in her underwear and shit like that, and it's just like, that's another thing I noticed as well. Once I'm on the street, I see through a lot of things like that, Like when I was constantly, PMOing, or whatever you want to say, things like that would trigger me. I'd be like, wow, look at her, she's so hot, oh my god. But now, I just feel so like, in a way, like, I'm not impressed by it. Just look at it and think, what are you doing? Like, you just see things clearly, you see right through things. And you essentially just come to your senses. Same way when you get off those drugs, come to your senses and you think, damn, what was I doing all that time? Like, addiction's not a joke, and sexual addiction is real. And if you're on this video, you're obviously questioning whether PMOing is the right way for you to go. And I can tell you that I don't think it is. And not many people will be, open to semen retention. And like, people just don't care about negative things. Like, I can say to people, why are you smoking? That's bad for you. Oh, I don't care. So them sort of people, they're just lost causes, man. They don't like think deeply. They don't tie in how that's affecting them deeply down the line. But at the end of the day, each to their own, I guess. You got to do what's best for you. It doesn't matter what everyone else is doing. If they want to stay in that mode of bouncing from desire to desire, satisfying, and ending up depressed, and then bouncing back to that, and then depressed, and it's just like a mad cycle, really, man. You just got to sacrifice these things and be the best you can be. Being on NoFap isn't really, torturous or a punishment to yourself. But then we got to ask ourselves the question, is sex only there to reproduce, which its primarily function is that, or is it there for pleasure? Like, as a younger man, when I was younger, for me, I never really thought about it being for reproduction. All I ever thought about is the pleasure aspect of it. You don't really think deeply about these things. But thinking, oh, girlfriend, all sex, all the time, wow. Well, see, now I'm just sitting there thinking, like, what is the sole purpose of sex? It's to reproduce. This is why us men are always hungry for that, because one of our main purposes are to reproduce. But obviously this just gets lost in translation, and things just go way off balance and out of control, and it becomes a completely different thing. Like, I do agree you can have it for pleasure, but you just don't over abuse the thing. It's like, damn, man. Anyway, this is reaching the limit of the video, so I'm gonna have to cut it off here, but I hope that made sense, guys. Stay tuned for more. Bye.